And we'll do some breathing, a little bit different, somewhat the same, somewhat different than yesterday. We did 3-part breathing. We can also do that seated, but after we do a couple other kinds of breathing first, okay? So we can settle into this and be comfortable. And, so find your best comfortable seat. Make sure that your sit bones are buried into the earth. And then neutralize your pelvis as best you can. Have your spine grow straight out of that neutralized pelvis. The back of the head is in line with your spine. Chin is parallel to the floor. Belly is pulled in and the top of the head reaches for the sky. Okay? This is your easy seated position for the moment. In fact, let's rub our hands together and build a little bit of friction. Breathe in deeply through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. One more time. In through the nose. Out the mouth. Close your eyes and cup your hands over those eyeballs and just let them relax. Close your mouth, breathe through the nose. Stay here for a couple more breaths. Just let your eyeballs relax, whether you close them or not even. Just make sure it's dark. Just let them relax. Good. And then as you're ready, you can release those hands. Bring them down to your knees, palms up, please, maybe, so that you're open to any information that the universe might be giving to you this morning. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale it through the nose. Pull the belly in as you do this. Drop your shoulders down your back and breathe deeply into your heart center. Two more deep inhales and exhales. Become present, very aware. One more inhale. Feel your body as you extend up through the spine, the top of the head, pulling the belly in. Exhale out the nose. Keep your spine extended while you exhale. Good. Then open your eyes very gently. Let's bring our hands together at the heart center. Touch the thumbs right into the sternum. Take a nice deep inhale. On your exhale, bow your head for just a moment. I want you to scan your body and see how you're feeling this morning. See what's going on. Just breathe into that for a moment. Notice if your low back has a little bit of, maybe it's a little tight. Maybe your neck is bugging you, your hip, whatever it might be, just check in. And we'll check in at the end of class as well. And then we're going to do a couple of body breathing. which is the balance between the right side of the body and the left side of the body, okay? The right side of the body being your male, dominant male side. Your strength, it's dominated by the sun, it's controlled by the sun. Yang, they call this yang on the right side of the body. So just split your body right down straight through the center and imagine the right side of the body as your yang. This is the powerful, more active, protective, okay? And then on the left side, you have your yin, the yin and the yang of you. So the yin on the left side then is controlled by the moon energy. So it's much softer, feminine. Imagine the moon creating the waves in the ocean. You can just kind of imagine that for yourself as it flows into shore and then out to the ocean. The element even would be water in this case. The element over here is fire, yang and yin, okay? So what we want to do is balance the two so that each side helps each other throughout the day, throughout your life, off the mat, okay? So we're going to take the right hand and we're going to drop the first two fingers. Just bend them at this first knuckle here, or the middle knuckle. And keep your ring finger and pinky together and your thumb out. And then as you bring this in, we're going to exhale all of the air out of us. Completely exhale it out. Then we're going to close off, first, okay? We're going to close off the yang today because we want to bring in some cooling. We want to bring in that calming, anything to de-stress and bring us back to center. So we're going to start on the left side with the inhale. So exhale all the breath out and then close the right nostril very gently, don't stick it. And then inhale through the left gently and elongate it. Take it all the way up to the top and then close off the left and exhale out the right. Get rid of the heat, the fire. And then inhale into the fire on the right side. Close off the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close the left, exhale right. Use your ujjayi with this, please, so it's very slow and comfortable. At the bottom, inhale right. Up to the tip top of your crown, if that's doable for you. Close off the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Notice the temperature coming in. Close off the right, exhale left. Notice the temperature as you exhale. One more time, please. Inhale left. Take your time. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the right, exhale left. Release your hand to your lap or your knees and just breathe as you normally would for a moment. Through both nostrils, notice the change. Keep the spine nice and straight, shoulders down your back. Keep holding the belly button in, lifting through the breastbone. Keep your face soft. At the bottom of your exhale, go ahead and let your eyes open. Very softly. You don't have to open them wide by any means. And feel this in the body now. Maybe you want to adjust your legs a different way or something. Maybe you've sat long enough in this position. You can cross higher up at the shins if you want to, or change sides if you want to, whatever feels good to you. Because we're going to be here for another at least 2 to 3 minutes with breathing. So once you've adjusted and you're comfortable once again, this time we're going to take the 3-part breathing in a seated position. So we're going to inhale into the belly first. Let's do a couple of, a little bit of belly breathing first. So settle your shoulders and settle your heart center down, and then breathe deeply. Put your left hand on your belly and breathe deeply into the belly. Just breathe, count to about 1, 2, 3, out on 4, exhale 1, 2, 3, pull it in on 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, push the belly out, expand that diaphragm, exhale 1, 2, 3, pull it in on 4, one more time, inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Take a couple of breaths as you normally would. Watch where your breath goes. What your normal sit looks like and feels like to you. This time it'll be 3-part breathing. So the left hand on the belly, the right hand on the heart center. We're going to breathe into the belly for a third, and then roll the energetic prana coming up through the torso into the heart center until you can spread your collarbones, or at least get that energy and that prana as high up in the body as possible. If you can feel it coming up into your crown center, awesome. Okay, however it works for you. Remember that you have all these different energy centers up and down the spine and into the face and the crown and all that stuff. So imagine and do it just for you. As you inhale into the belly, 1/3, and then roll energetically it up into your heart center. Continue inhaling until you just can't inhale anymore. And as you exhale, reverse that. Exhale out the top, out the heart center as it contracts, then contracting the belly till you get all the way down to the bottom. Inhale, belly, through the heart center, And then take it in as deeply as you can. Belly is pooched out. Exhale, reverse through the heart center, and the belly starts to contract as you come to your count or your natural rhythm, whatever it is that however you are watching it. Inhale into the belly. Let it expand. Bring it up into the heart center. Keep your shoulders out of it. Maybe take that breath all the way up to your crown center. And then as you exhale, bring it down. Reverse. The chest will contract first. Bring it down through the torso and contract the belly. 2 more of those, please. Inhale. Start with the belly. And then travel it up to the heart. Continue inhaling until you come all the way to the crown center. Exhale out. Gently and slowly. The heart center drops, and eventually it comes back to the belly. And feel the muscles pull in the belly. One more time. Inhale into the belly. Bring it up through the rib cage and the heart center. All the way up to the crown chakra. Exhale it out. The belly stays out and starts to contract as you let go. Very nice. Release your hands down to the knees. Take a couple of breaths like you normally would. Notice where your breath goes. Notice what happens. Are you still pulling the belly in, or did you just now let that go so that the breath could go everywhere in the torso? Did you automatically go back to your heart center? Just notice how you naturally breathe, okay? And that way, as you start to direct it, and you come to a place during the day, and you're getting a little bit, flustered with something, that you can actually stop and take one of these lovely deep inhales and exhales and center yourself once again. Gently, slowly, compassionately, and kindly. Okay? Good for you. Once again, let's bring the hands together at the heart center, touch the thumbs right into the sternum. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, let's bow the head just for another moment. Set our intention for our practice this morning, whatever that's going to be for you. Mine is definitely working on patience. You can use affirmations here, if that makes you happy. If you have a particular affirmation that you're working towards, may I be a giver today rather than a taker. May I give love to anyone that I encounter as I would like to receive it back. Whatever your affirmation or your intention, put it in your heart and breathe into that. Nice. One more deep inhale. And as you exhale this time, see if you can very gently release the inner thighs and relax them. And then the hands will come down to the knees. We're going to take them up for some movement. Look up to the thumbs. That's your inhale. Exhale, bring it forward, all the way out. Oh, gosh. And then inhale, look up and lengthen. Lengthen through the spine. Pick your head up. And then forward fold, round your spine. And once you get down maybe to your elbows, you can be on your hands as well. However that works for you, drop your head and let it relax. And then breathe deeply into the belly twice. You'll also feel it come up into your shoulders, the back rib cage, all through the torso. And at the bottom of your exhale, pull the belly in first. Walk the hands back towards your torso. Stack one vertebra on top of the other until the top of the head reaches for the sky. Nice and slow and easy. Good. Then change the cross of the legs or change whatever sit you had into another one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it forward. Try to keep your sit bones down on the mat. Hands come down, then you inhale, look up and lengthen through the spine. Send your tailbone down and lengthen out and up. And then exhale and fold. Go ahead and round your back. Come down to your elbows if that's doable and let your chin completely drop down. Relax your neck, inhale into the belly twice. Nice and deep. Inhale. And exhale. When you get to the bottom of your exhale, pull the belly in first. Walk the hands back towards the torso as you stack one vertebra on top of the other until the top of the head reaches up to the sky. Yeah, shoulders are still down your back, okay? Let's take the arms, let's take the left arm out to the side, right arm up and over the top. Just take it to the side of the head here and take a deep inhale, lift. See if you can lengthen the top of your head up any more. And then on the exhale, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. And breathe into the stretch through this left side of your neck and out through that shoulder and down through the arm. Couple of those. One more deep inhale. On the exhale, release, and then turn to look into that elbow. Put the hand right behind the head. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop your chin down towards your armpit, down towards the chest. Put a little bit of tension on this so you stretch the back of the neck. As you breathe deeply in through the entire rib cage. Good. And at the bottom of the exhale, you're going to release the hand. Pick the head up and take your right hand out to the side. Left arm comes up and over the top to the side, the right side of the head. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Give it a nice stretch. Try not to torque it, just stretch it. And really you can maneuver and manipulate the stretch with your right arm. If you walk the fingers further away from you or maybe behind you, wherever you can feel a really good stretch. Keep your spine nice and long. At the bottom of your next exhale, you're going to release the hand, pick the head up, turn, look into this elbow, put the hand over the top of your head, inhale. And on the exhale, just drop your chin towards your chest, towards your armpit. Maybe put a little bit of torque, little tiny bit of load on the hands, on the fingers to stretch that neck. Breathe into it. See how good it feels. Find any spot that feels super good. And breathe into that. And at the bottom of your exhale, then release the hand as you lift the head up and take it to the front. Both arms come out. We're going to interlace behind our head, underneath the skull, around the neck. Inhale, open up the heart, open up your elbows, look up. On the exhale, put a little tension as you lift the skull up and you start to bring the elbows together. And then you start to drop your chin. And then breathe right between your shoulders here into the neck stretch. Don't take it too far. Just get it to a point where you feel the stretch and then breathe your stretch. On your next inhale, start bringing the head up. Open up the elbows. Release those hands, take them out to the side. Now, we're going to make a turn, arms out to the side, flex your hands, and make a turn to the right. Turn your head along with that, and then come back to center, and then turn your head and your waist and your arms to the left, and then inhale, come back to center, and then once again, turn right. Try not to get your shoulders involved like I just did. And then inhale back to front, exhale, left. Hold it for one round of breath. And then on the exhale, bring it back to the front. Good, arms come up. Look up your thumbs. Exhale, bring those hands down towards your heart center. Good. Drop your shoulders down. Lengthen through the top of your head. Nice. Pick your knees up and let's take these legs out to the side. Oh boy. And we'll stretch this out. Flex the feet. Your hands can be right on top of your knees or your thighs or wherever you want them to be. But make sure the belly is pulled in, spine is straight, top of the head lifts for the sky. Take a deep inhale in your heart center and then exhale it out the mouth. Now this time, as you inhale, point the toes. Send them out. And then as you exhale, release and flex them. Exhale. Point the toes. Inhale, bring them up. Slowly but mindfully push through those heels. Take the hands behind you. Let's lean into the hands. You can place your palms flat on the mat if you want to. And then take the shoulders and the elbows back. You can even bend those elbows. Scoop the shoulder blades underneath your heart center. Lift the top of the head as though someone is pulling a string up, 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 and away. So keep lifting and lengthening through your spine and breathe. Take one more deep inhale. Keep reaching out through the top of the head. Nice upper back bend. And then on your next inhale, bring the head up all by itself. Nothing else moves. And then you walk these hands. Just walk them towards your torso as you come straight up and down. And then the hands come in front. And we're going to walk it forward. Oh boy, just go as far as it's like, ooh, I can feel that stretch. Yeah. Maybe you're going to be still on your hands. Maybe you're going to be back here. Wherever your body is comfortable, keep your feet and your legs active, okay? Keep the feet flexed and activate the muscles in there. Even stretching through the heels a little bit more once in a while. You don't have to hold that deep a stretch that all the time, but just kind of play with it till you can feel your hamstrings lengthen out even. And then as you breathe, keep your neck growing right off your spine as best you can. And as you breathe, maybe you'll come down. Maybe the torso will come down a little bit more. Your gaze should be down and out. Don't drop your chin. Keep the line of the spine so that it's out and up. And as you come down, it stays straight. Okay, the neck is part of the spine. Just lock it in there. And then walk your way down to wherever you can breathe it. And see how that feels. Maybe shift the legs a little bit. I have to pick up my knees to allow them to stretch out a little bit more. Now breathe into your hamstrings, into your inner thighs, into your knees. Keep the feet face straight up. And continue to breathe and focus on this big stretch. Breathe your way maybe a little bit deeper into it. Notice how the hips and the pelvis react as you breathe, and allow the body to let go. Just let go. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Maybe you've gone far enough. So let's walk the hands over to the left. Plant your left hand down and reach out with this right hand. Reach out to the fingertips and stretch the right side body. Let your head drop and relax. And breathe through that right side body. The armpit there, down the right side body, out through that right leg, into the toes. Breathe deeply into the right lung. Separate the ribs if you can. And keep reaching out with those right fingers. A couple of nice deep inhales and exhales. Maybe you'll walk a little further into your twist. Maybe, maybe not. Just take it wherever it feels good to you. And at the bottom of this next exhale, then we'll start to walk the hands back towards center. Keep your body low, however low it can. Now, when you get to center, notice the difference between the right and the left side. And then walk it over to your right side. Plant your right hand down in front of your calf or your shin, and then reach out with that left to the fingertips. Breathe up and down through the armpit, the left arm, the left side body. Press through the left sit bone and out that left leg. And continue to breathe deeply into your torso. Maybe you'll turn the torso a little closer towards the leg a little bit as you breathe into the left lung. Take it nice and easy. Doesn't have to be fast at all. Take it slow. Good. And then at the bottom of your exhale, start to come back towards center. And when you come to center, I'm on my elbows. I don't know where most of us are right now. Some of us are going to be still up here, I'm sure. Those of us that are down, just stay here and breathe, or wherever you are, stay there and breathe. Keep action in those legs, please, and feet. And then breathe deeper. The idea is to not force the head down to the mat. You want to see if you can lengthen out through the spine. My belly gets to the floor first, and then it flattens out until I can bring the forehead down. And that's only if it's doable for you, okay? Wherever you are is perfect, and I simply want you to breathe into your stretch. Wherever that happens to be. Breathe completely and slowly. Take your time. Feel this out. Notice the prana, the energy going out through all of the limbs, up and down the spine, into the belly. Pull those toes back. Stretch through the heels. Good, and then as you're ready, press into the hands to pick your head and your spine up. The torso comes up. Come into your elbows for just a moment. Turn the palms up. Now take the shoulders down your back. Unless you're on your hands, and so the palms don't necessarily turn up, you can push into those hands. Take the shoulders down your back and reach out through the top of the head and find the length in that straight spine, going all the way from the crown down through the neck and the spine, down to the tailbone. Breathe. Maybe you'll want to rock here for a moment. Breathe deeply into your heart center. And then start to walk the hands towards you wherever you are. Take it nice and easy, nice and slow. As you come up, neutralize the pelvis. Maybe squeeze your hips for just a moment. Squeeze everything that you're sitting on. The pelvic floor, the sphincter, everything that happens to be on. Even squeeze your glutes here for a moment. And pull the belly in. Squeeze in as tight as you can. As tight as you can. And then release for just a moment. You can even release your feet and your knees and your legs. And then as you flex the feet and begin to engage your legs once again, come all the way through the groin area and squeeze. Squeeze the hips and the glutes, pelvic floor squeezes in, belly squeezes in. Take one more deep inhale. The bottom of the exhale, release. All those muscles, let them relax. Good. Pick up these knees and bring your feet together. Woo-hoo. Keep them out, away from your body. Rock and roll side to side. And give your little sit bones a massage, just for a few moments. Just rock and roll it. Get your knee all the way down when you go side to side, just because you can. Yep, and see how that feels. What kind of bumps and stuff go on for you when you're doing that. And then as you come to center, let's push the feet out even a little bit further for a moment. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, the torso's coming forward. So you can hang onto your ankles or come up to the feet. You can round your shoulders forward if you want to. And as you get comfortable, lengthen through the spine first. Take the shoulders down your back. And on your exhale, round over. Just round over. Face goes into the feet pretty much. Or at least that direction. Don't force it, just breathe it. Try to press the knees down towards the mat as you breathe. Oh my gosh, feel that lovely spinal stretch. Let your shoulders relax. Let your neck relax and breathe. Stay with it for 3 more breaths. And again. Maybe wag your chin side to side. Make sure that neck is relaxed. And after your third exhale, pull the belly in first. Walk the hands back towards you. Let the spine round up. It's okay. Keep your head dropped till you round all the way up. And then the top of the head reaches for the sky as you lift. Ah, nice. Okay, let's take this right leg out to the side. Okay, put as much action into that leg as we just had a minute ago. This one, the left one, is already center body. We're going to press into this left knee. Take the right hand behind you like a kickstand. Pick your torso up, shoulders down your back. See if the knee will go down to the mat, and then twist your torso to face the straight leg. And then take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, come forward. Just come forward. Doesn't take a lot. You should feel this through the outside of that left hip. Keep the spine long and strong, and keep pressing towards the floor with that left hand. Press the knee down, just above the knee actually, into the thigh. Couple more breaths. Maybe continue to twist the body a little bit more towards that leg. 2 more breaths. Yes. And then as you're ready, lift her up. Release the hand. Oh my gosh. Let that left leg go out straight and bring the right one in. And then, here we go. Flex that left foot. The right foot is mid-body. Your left hand comes behind as a kickstand. The right one comes on top of the knee, the thigh on the right. Inhale, lift, pushing down on the knee. Lengthen through the spine. And then turn the torso towards your straight leg. Give it a nice twist. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, bring it forward. Keep your head lifted. And feel the stretch on the outside of that right hip and at the low back. And breathe into that. Keep twisting the navel towards the leg. Maybe your right knee has gone all the way to the mat, maybe not. Doesn't really matter as long as you feel the stretch. So breathe it. Couple more. Yep. Good. And then on your next inhale, lift the torso, bring it all the way up, and release. Oh, nice. Legs are out in front. Shake them out. And then give it a little pitter-patter up and down the IT band here. Make sure everything is flowing properly the way it should. Come up your belly. Come up into the heart center. Breathe deeply. And then as you come forward, take the hands behind and just kind of palpate into the kidney area, the low back, the sacrum, that hard piece of bone right there. Work on it. Give it a little bit of a palpation out the sides of the hips. Yeah. Nice. Very good. Then shake your shoulders and your torso a little bit. Good. Put your hands, let's pick the feet up and put the elbows right here on the knees, okay? And your hands are back on your shoulders here. Just bring them down to the shoulders, okay? And then as you lift the spine and lift the top of the head up, keep the knees in line with your feet here. Stay right here. Now from here, as you sit up nice and high, we're gonna take the elbows up. Just take those elbows up as high as you can. Sitting up nice and straight and tall. And then exhale, the elbows come back to the knees. Without rounding over, stay nice and straight. One more time, lift. The elbows come up. Let's do this time. As the elbows come just straight up and down, Release the hands and take those arms all the way up. Reach for the sky. Pull the belly in. Breathe. Good. Now we're going to take the hands behind us. Turn the fingers back so they face that back wall and walk these feet a little bit closer together. Now, take your shoulders on your back. Let's see if we can see this. You want to take your shoulders, okay, back. Maybe bend into those elbows a little bit for a moment as you lift the heart center up. Okay, we did this a little bit earlier in our straddle. And now we have the knees straight up here. We're going to take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, press into the feet and pick your hips up. Just lift. And push into the hands so you come out of the shoulder sockets a little bit. Exhale, bring the hips down. One more time. Inhale, exhale, press and lift. Breathe. Exhale, bring it down. Nice. Now this time, turn the hands, the fingers, to face your body. Okay? Don't put them quite so far back. Make sure the feet are about hips width apart. Take the elbows and shoulders back. Once again, deep inhale. Exhale, press it, lift. Let your neck go long. Take a round of breath. Exhale, bring that down. And then from here, after you set your tailbone down, pick the legs up. Straighten them up. You can still bend into your elbows and rock on your hands. Bring the feet flat. Inhale, exhale, lift the hips. Yeah, and straighten through your neck. Hold it up. And then as you come down, stay on the hands and lift the feet. Bring the feet together and straighten them up. And then bring them down. Last one. Exhale, lift. Take one round of breath. Keep pressing into the hands. One more. Inhale. On the exhale, bring those hips down. Gently and slowly. And then take the legs up. Okay, now if you can, find your balance. Yep. Wherever that balance is for you. And then bring the arms forward or out or wherever they work for you. This is Navasana, boat pose. Bend your knees for a minute. Bend the knees and grab behind them. And then as you pull the knees closer to you, pick the torso up more. Lift it up towards your knees. Pull the knees in a little bit closer and pick the torso up just a little bit more. Shoulders down your back. Lift, 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 lift. Yeah, breathe. In this pose, see if you can stabilize and release the hands. And stay lifted all over the place. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and cross the legs. Come over the tops of the knees. We're going to walk it back on the mat. And right here, we're going to curl the toes under. Pick the hips way up for downward facing dog. Stay high on the balls of your feet. And as you press into the hands, make sure every knuckle is pressing into the mat. And your heels come down. Let your face drop so that you can see your feet. Shake the head yes and no. Pull the belly in. Make sure the heels are right behind your toes here. Then bending your left knee, push through that right heel. Press into your hands and push back. Inhale and switch. Press into that left heel. You'll get deeply into the calf muscle here. Inhale, switch to the right. Press it out. Push your hips back. Inhale one more time. Press it out. There we go. Push, push, push. And then both heels go back. Pull the belly in. Square off the hips as best you can. And then let's take this right leg straight back and up. And up and up and up. So open the hip. And then we're going to bend the knee. And we're going to allow the right foot to dangle over to the left. And feel that lovely stretch throughout your body. And then on an inhale, swing that leg up, square it off, and bring it through. Find your lunge. And then we're gonna pick up this back foot and bring it in about a foot and drop the heel. Keep your hips square. Inhale, look up and lengthen, still bent in this front knee. If you need blocks, so that you can come up higher off the mat, or you need to come up higher, use them. And then as you exhale, pull the right hip back, just pin it back, straighten through that right knee, and the left hip comes forward. Breathe here. See if you can take one hand up to your sacral area and make sure it's flat. And breathe into this hamstring once again. Nice, long line. Breathe in through the nose, out the mouth. One more time. Deep inhale. Exhale, bend into this right knee. Step your left foot up. So you're about hips width. Inhale, straighten through the knees, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Oh boy, now heel and toe the feet even a little bit wider apart so you can hang in Uttanasana. Notice the difference between the right side and the left side hamstring right now. Breathe into this and see if you can just kind of wag your tail maybe. Feel the hands. Let your spine relax. Good. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Let's let the hands come down. And this time we're going to bend into the knees, but we're going to step back into lunge with our right foot. So reach all the way back and see if you can make it into lunge on one big step. Come into your lunge. Lengthen through the spine. Make sure the left knee is over that left ankle. Pick up your back knee and make it very strong. Squeeze the hips. And then let's look back at that foot, the right foot, and pop off of it. Bring it in about a foot, turn it flat. Okay. Now right away, pin the left hip back and start to bring the right hip forward. You're still bent in the left knee. As you inhale and lengthen, look up and lengthen, pressing into the left foot now. Shift your weight to the right foot, to the back foot, and straighten through that left knee. And then breathe here. Notice the hamstring. Check in, make sure that your hips are square, at least you're flat through the sacral area here. If I were to put a tray of glasses up there, it wouldn't fall off, it wouldn't slide off one way or the other, hopefully. At least that would be your goal. Continue to breathe. I actually am on my fingertips here. You can be on blocks, you can be flat to the mat if that works for you, if you want to, work a little deeper into this pose. It's entirely up to you. Just kind of play with it yourself until you get to a place that says, oh yeah, I like it right here. This is nice. Breathe. Good. One more. Deep inhale. And on your exhale, bend this front knee. Step the right foot forward to meet, or at least come hips width apart. And then inhale, straighten through the knees. Look up and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Oh boy. Now heel and toe the feet a little bit wider. And notice the difference or the sameness or whatever in your hamstrings. Just notice how they feel. That was a nice deep stretch for them. Allow your spine to descend towards the mat here, okay? So release it to let it go. Just let it go. And then your head, you can shake it yes or no. Your neck is nice and loose. If you have issues in the shoulders and through the neck area, this is one of the best things you can do for yourself, I believe. Just let it hang. Breathe. If the straight legs are too much for your hamstrings, just soften them a little bit. You'll still get your stretch, and you'll still get to let your torso just elongate. Breathe. Good. One more deep inhale. Exhale, the hands come back to the mat. Let's bend into our knees now. Let your head hang, please. Bend quite a bit. And then as you push into the mat, we're going to round it up. Turn on the hams, turn on the quads. Just round your back body up, 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 up until you're straight up, until the top of the head comes up to the sky. Take a deep inhale. Arms up and back. And again, arms up and take them back. Big circle around to the back. Now this time take them backwards. Inhale and bring them front. And again, inhale and bring them front. Nice. Good job. Swing them a little bit. Shake out your wrists. Make sure your wrists are pretty comfy, happy. Let's make sure that any pain or strain that might be going on. Wave at me, please. Flap your wrists, and then wave at yourself. And then wave them together. And wave them out. Okay. This is the one thing. Now shake them like you have water and you're trying to get rid of the water on them. You don't have a towel. So you shake. You just out there. And then make a fist. Snap. Make a fist. Snap. Just your fingers. Make a fist. Snap. Make a fist. Snap. Oh, good. And then let's reach out through this left hand. Pull the fingers towards you. Straight elbow. Yep. Pull it and breathe. And then you release that and turn the fingers down. And then grab the fingers with your right hand, pull them closer in towards your forearm. Get a deep stretch through the wrist and the forearm area. Breathe it. And then release. Woo. And then push out through your right hand and pull these fingers back. Keep the elbow straight. Give it a good stretch back for the wrist. And then turn it down and pull them back. Woo! Push through the heel of your hand. Good. And then circle your thumbs. Cover your thumbs. Make a fist around the thumbs. And then let them go. Okay? Just let them go. Nice. All right. From here, we're going to go into sun salutation. So set yourself up at the top of the mat, kind of up here, okay? Find your Tadasana. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, big swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step or lightly jump back to your push-up position and chaturanga. Let's take it all the way to the floor. Point the toes, bring the hands back a little bit more towards your outsides of your chest. And then engage the legs and curl the tailbone under and pull the belly in. Take your shoulders way down your back and just kind of scoop your head forward and up for small cobra. Lift, pull the belly in tight, curl the pelvis under, exhale, bring it down. Good. Relax the legs for just a moment. Forehead down on the mat. Relax, breathe. Good. Once again, engage the legs. Pull the kneecaps up. Engage your quads, your hams, your hips, your glutes. Shoulders way down the back. And then inhale the head up for small cobra. Reach out, out and away. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, bring it down. Relax your feet, curl the toes under. Push back to downward facing dog. Push it all the way back. Get a nice stretch as you press it back. And then step or walk or jump your feet up between the hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up with a flat back. Look up to your thumbs. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Here we go again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, big swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, step or lightly jump back to your push-up position. Chaturanga, or go all the way to the mat. It's up to you. Scoop it through to up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push it all the way back. Step or lightly jump your feet up. Inhale. Halfway, exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Lift the heart and the head. Flat back. Look up to your thumbs. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Very nice. Here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, big swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, step or lightly jump back to your push-up position. Chaturanga. Scoop it through to up dog or cobra. Oh, exhale, downward facing dog. Push it all the way back. Take your right leg straight back and up. Doesn't even have to go high. Just keep your hips square for a moment. And then as you bend the knee, swing it through and find warrior one. Bring yourself up for warrior one. Bring your right hip back, left hip forward. Okay, you want to try and square these hips. Pull the belly in and lift. Up, 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 up as you bend into that right knee. And breathe. Good. One more deep inhale. Open your heart. Exhale. Hands come down to the mat. Let's step back. Take a vinyasa. Inhale through. Up dog or cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take that left leg straight back and up. And then as you bend it and swing it through, up to your left hand, turn the back foot flat and come into your warrior one. Here. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Try to square these hips. This is a nice strong leg going back. Arms are high, shoulders are down your back. One more deep inhale. Lift. Exhale, bring the hands down. Step back, take a vinyasa, or go right to dog. It's up to you. Woo. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push it all the way back. Woo. Nice. And then inhale, come forward to plank. Let's hold plank here for just a moment. And breathe. See if you can make it nice and long. Pull the belly in. Behave as though you are a plank and somebody could walk up and down your back right now and you would not cave in. Okay? Just pretend. Breathe. Again, deep inhale. This time, if you want to modify for a side arm balance, your right knee comes right underneath the hip. Right hand underneath the shoulder. Turn over to your left and stand on the left foot and take your left arm up for modified side arm balance. If you're in a full side arm balance, that's great. Be with it. Maybe your left leg comes up. Find your balance. And then, as you exhale, that foot comes down, the hand comes down. Press right back to plank. Fold the belly. Breathe. Reach through the top of the head. Make sure the back of the head is in line with your spine. And then take a deep inhale. Exhale, the left knee comes down for modification. Bring the left hand under the shoulder. Turn over to your right side and take the right arm up for your side arm balance. And then maybe press into that left hand and take the right leg up. Yeah, you might take it up as high as your hip, maybe. Just check in with balance. Breathe. And then exhale that foot down. Bring the right one down. Step back to your plank. Take a vinyasa or pull it up to dog, whichever you prefer. Push it all the way back to dog. Yes. Walk it out, breathe it out. Good. This time, the right foot comes forward. The left foot turns out. We're going to open the hips and we are going to bring the arms up into warrior two. Okay? So warrior two, you're bent in this front knee. The knee is not going past your toes. You push through that right or that left heel out. Tuck the tailbone. Turn this hip under. Turn this hip under. Your gaze is over your right hand. Breathe. Maybe go bounce it just a little bit. Inhale straight. All the way up to straight. Take your time. And then exhale, bounce it just a little bit. And then inhale, straight. Now, from here, keep the knees straight. Reach it out. Find triangle. Take your time finding triangle. Take it to wherever it works for you. As long as your shoulder blades are stacked and laying on the wall behind you, your gaze can go straight out in front of you that direction. Or if you want to try to take your gaze up to that high arm without cranking your neck. Don't get too tight in the neck here. And keep your jaw free. Both shoulders are down your back. Breathe. Good. On your next inhale, just inhale. And then exhale that left arm around to the back wall. Bend into the right knee. Step into your hands. Take a vinyasa or step right back to dog. Whichever you prefer. Push it all the way back. Yep. Breathe it out. And then up comes your left foot to the left hand. Turn the back foot flat. And then make your way up into a warrior two here. So now your right foot, the heel is out, toes in just a little bit. You're sitting right between the legs. Whether you're up higher or lower, see if you can bounce it just a little bit. This knee must be over your ankle. Just pulse, and then inhale, lift. Straighten it all the way out. Exhale, come back to your warrior two, a little deeper maybe this time. And then pulse. Turn on your hamstring, turn on the quad. Don't make one muscle do all the work. Inhale, straighten her up. Woohoo! And then reaching for the front of your room. Bring the hand down for triangle. And make your way into your triangle very gently, carefully, mindfully, extending through all 5 limbs, okay? 5. You have 2 arms, 2 legs, and a torso. Extend through the top of the head. You can look straight ahead that direction, or maybe take your gaze up to this hand. That's high without cranking your neck. Continue to tuck your hips under. Lengthen through the spine. See if you can get your pelvis into a neutral of some sort. Breathe. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, circle that hand down and around towards that back wall. Bend into your left knee. Hands come down. Pull it back for vinyasa or back to dog. Lift high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push it all the way back. Nicely done. And then step your feet to the outside edges of the mat. Now, pressing into your hands, make sure every knuckle of your fingers is on the mat. Press into the mat. Keep your shoulders down your back. Fly your tailbone high. Pull the belly in. Breathe here. Just lift your feet. Let your neck relax. Good. And then we're going to toe heel. Very mindfully, toe heel and toe heel. As you shift your weight, pushing into the hands to push you back to the tops of your, or to the bottoms of your feet. So your hips are over your feet now. And I want you to just hang here for a moment. Let your arms just relax down. Let your neck relax. Good. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, we're going to bend into these knees. Just keep your feet where they are and bend the knees as far down as you can. Now, see if you can bring your hands to the knees, okay? You don't have to put any weight in them necessarily right here. But then when you do, grab those thighs and push up and then sit deeper. Just sit a little bit deeper, okay? Be here for just a moment. Breathe. Okay, now, direct your mind and your will and your strength to your feet and your ankles. And then release the hands and reach the arms forward and bring them up. Very wide-legged chair. Breathe. One more deep inhale. Ready? Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold it over. Inhale, come up halfway. Now this time we're gonna heel toe, our hands back. If your legs can be straight here, straighten them out. Otherwise, bend them a little bit until you can get to that straight place. And find your best dog. Find where your hands belong and your feet belong to be in your best downward facing dog. Push your hips back over the feet. Breathe. Good. Then come up high on the balls of the feet. Notice my weight shifted forward to my hands. Now I want you to push into your hands and shift your hips back. Just shift them back. Breathe. And then as you come forward with the torso, straighten through the spine, bring the shoulders over your wrists and start to bend the knees. 7, 6, 5, pull the belly in. 4, 3, 2. Now hover the knees. 1, hover 2, hover 3. Now release the knees gently to the mat. Bring the toes and the knees together and settle back. Bringing the hands back by your feet, turn into a little cocoon. Round over. Relax the shoulders and the back and the neck. And breathe. Good. And then the hands come forward underneath your shoulders so that you can sit up on your heels. Stretch out those ankles, tops of the feet, straight spine, pull the belly, lift, lift high. Again. From here, see if you can just take your hands out front. I would put action into them. Keep them, don't let them hang. It won't help you if they hang. So give them some action. And then we're going to do a 4 count to come up to the knees. So without leaning forward and sitting up and coming up, okay? We're going to come up, hopefully, from the feet, and the hips are going to come up to a 4 count. 1, 2, 3. Keep your torso high. 4. Squeeze the hips. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Squeeze the glutes and bring it back. So you lean back. 2. Start to bend it down. 3. Hold it. And then 4. All the way down without leaning forward, right? Inhale, lift. 2, 3, and 4. Stay up. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the hips. Engage the quads. Everything is engaged. And then you're going to lean back again and bring it down. 2, 3, and 4. Let your hands relax on your thighs. Close your eyes for just a moment. Breathe deeply. Keep the top of the head lifted, please. Good. From here, you might need a block. I have to go faster, but we're going to do this right now. Come forward. Separate the knees and the feet out. Make sure the feet go straight back from your knees. If you need a block to put underneath your seat, it goes right between the legs. Otherwise, you sit yourself all the way down into your hero pose. Okay, the feet are going straight back. You should feel this through the quads. Don't engage your quads. You can, just to see how that feels. You can engage the glutes, you can engage the hips, you can engage the belly if you want to, just to see how it feels, but then relax it. Just relax it. Keep your spine straight. Maybe come back a little bit. Walk your hands back a little bit. Maybe come down to your elbows. Maybe. Just give yourself a nice quad stretch here. Pressing the knees down towards the mat. Breathe into your quads. Some people will go all the way to the mat. I'm not quite to the mat yet. Breathe. Let your head hang if you want to. And then as you're ready, press into the elbows to lift your head up. Put some strength in there. And then start to walk up to the hands. If you're down. And come straight back up. Nice. Let's bring the feet out. You can pick your knees up. Whoa. And take them straight in front of you and shake them out. Good. Arms come high. Lift up nice and high. Flex those legs. Flex the feet. Engage the legs as you come forward in a chair pose until you just can't do it any longer, and then drop your hands to wherever they go, maybe around your feet, around your shins, and then round over. Just round over. I like to put the palms of my hands over the tops of my feet. And then breathe into my belly here. And when I exhale, I press into the balls of the feet to pull my arms forward. And it stretches my spine, my rib cage, my arms. And then on an inhale, I release that. Flex them back. And then on an exhale, push them forward again. Push the balls of your feet into the palms of your hands and stretch it out. Stay here however long it feels good, 2 or 3 breaths. And then as you release that stretch, let your hands just come down towards your shins. And then pull the belly in as you walk yourself up. 1 vertebra at a time. Yeah, into a nice high seat. And then we're coming down to our back. Just shift forward, pull the knees in. Rock and roll side to side. Give yourself a nice back massage. Pull the knees in tight so you can feel that low back get a nice stretch. And then let's go ahead and separate the knees as wide as they'll go. Take your happy baby. Deep inhale. And on the exhale, just pull straight down on the feet. Keep your tailbone flat on the mat if you can. So let the feet maybe go away a little bit. If the further you bring them towards you, the more your tailbone wants to come up. So you keep them kind of neutral in the middle so that the tailbone and the sacrum stays on the mat. Yeah? And you should feel the entire spine lengthen on this mat. And the back of the head as well. Feels really good. And when you're ready, if there's anything else that you need to do, any twisting or shoulder stands or whatever you might like to do, feel free to do it. You can do this with me if you want to. It's just a matter of twisting one direction or the other. Getting that lovely stretch and twist through the spine. Reset your spine this way by giving it a nice twist. And then as you come back to center, just change sides. Give it a twist. And or being in Shavasana right now. If you're with me, then legs go straight. Relax your body out. Walk your shoulder blades down and under your back so that they're flat on your back. Arms comfortably away from the sides. Palms up. Relax your face. Allow your breath to come back to its normal rhythm. Scan your body right now. See if there's any other place in your body that could relax more. I wish we could stay here longer, and if you want to, since you're home, stay longer and then bring yourself out of Shavasana after. I need to get off the Zoom for the next class to be able to get on. So I'm bringing my attention back to my breathing. And I'm starting to put movement into the body. Wiggling my fingers and toes. Taking a deep stretch, arms overhead. Stretch the body long. Ooh, just like you're waking up in the morning. Then when you bend your knees, just roll over to your right side. Use your right arm as a pillow for just a second. Or two. And when you're ready, continue rolling until both hands can help you up. Let your head be the last thing to come up. Keep your eyes closed if you can. Come to an easy seated position, doesn't matter which direction you face. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Touch the thumbs right into the sternum. Drop your shoulders. Take a deep inhale and back. Hold the belly in, protect your low back. Face is soft. While you breathe here, scan your body and see how you feel. And then thank yourself for being here today. I thank you for being here today. This is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. Just to keep juice in the body. Keep your body flowing, everything flowing the way it's supposed to. All the juices, the blood, everybody's pumping properly. Everything's working. You can breathe into that and feel the body. Take a moment with me, please. Send out your love and thoughts and prayers to the people on this planet that are suffering. Just give them a moment of your time. Send out your love, compassion, raise the vibration on the planet. Thank you. The divine light within me honors the divine light within you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much. I feel good.
Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
Yeah, that was good. That was fun. All right.
Have a good weekend.
Yeah, you too. See you next Tuesday, I hope.
Oh, you will.
Okay. All righty then. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Okay. And then, wait a minute.